I grew up the oldest of 3 kids. I have a younger sister who is about 3 years younger, a younger brother who is another year younger than her, and then I have my 2 parents. My parents are wonderful, wonderful people. My parents are both janitors, which is wonderful. They work together at the same place back home, but growing up, they're very passive people. And neither of them went to college, so I'm first generation. What first generation? People always threw around the term first generation. First generation meant, oh, you're special. You broke the trend. You did something in particular, and now you're the enlightened one to bring a bunch of stuff back. That's a lot of bunk. What first generation means is you're diving into experiences, and you have no one within your close circles who's been through similar experience. And so you're trailblazing. I know there are some people who have very good friends who went to college, etc., share experiences. I didn't necessarily have that. I started doing theater when I was in 6th grade. My mom had to force me to do it. Here's the number 1. I think it's important to recognize, because many people think, oh, if you didn't go to college, you must not have an appreciation for. My mom had this innate sense that theater was the thing I needed to do. I don't understand to this day why. In 6th grade, I was terrified. We were doing The Music Man. That was my school's production. And she said, "You're trying out." I said, because I told her how excited I was about it. And then I had said, I don't think I'm going to audition. And she was like, "Nope, you're auditioning." So I auditioned. I met this wonderful director whose name is Mrs. Laban. Diane Laban, what a woman! We get drinks when I'm back home. She's amazing, but she brought me into the whole theater world. And what happened was, I worked hard. The other significant area of my life that I would say really formed who I am as a human being would be piano lessons. What happened was, I told my mom I wanted to play piano. She said, great. So she found a local piano instructor that was only 5 blocks away from my house so that I would walk to it. And I remember the first day of piano lessons, I walked into Megan Nyquist's home and knocked on the door. And she said, "Come in." And she sat me down on the bench and she said, "Do you want to play piano or do you want to play piano?" And I said, "Well, what's the difference?" And she said, "Well, you're starting later than most folks, so you're going to have to be super on top of it. And I'm going to push you until you think you're going to break. But you're not going to, because you're strong enough. And I know you are. You're going to make it. But I need you with me every step of the way. And that means you practice for a minimum of an hour a day, every single day, 7 days a week, even on lesson days." So I made a deal with the devil and said yes.